your dreams trying to tell you something? Author M.B. Mosley teaches you how to decode your dreams and take hold of the manifestations that lay in wait for you in the waking realm. Now, broadcasting all over the world, it's the Dream Interpretation Podcast.
Welcome, family. Please be reminded that all dreams are not a one-size-fits-all, and that each dream may be similar, but is contingent upon each individual's waking life. I conduct dream interpretations based upon my waking life as it pertains to my journey here on earth. As for the requests that are emailed to me, I do a general interpretation as I do not know the individual's spiritual and personal waking life. I am so excited. Welcome to Zip Baby Zip. Zip Baby Zip. That's DZIP, the Dream Zone Interpretation Podcast. Share this podcast with your loved ones, guys. I'm so excited to continually teach you all on how to do dream interpretations. I want to hear about it. You can email me at askmemory2019@gmail.com. And we are also dropping new episodes every other Wednesdays as we acclimate into this podcast. And the further out we go in the podcast, we're hoping to drop more episodes, and we're hoping to hear from your requests as well. I'm excited for that. So let's get right into it, folks. Drum roll, please. Grab your pens and paper, and 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, family. I'm so excited. This is Zip Baby Zip, hashtag DZIP, the Dream Zone Interpretation. All right. How are you all doing? First of all, thank you so much for joining me at the Dream Zone Interpretation Podcast. I am your host, author, and sister friend, Memory Bengessa Mosley. How are you all feeling this week? How has the week been? Yes. 2020, right? 2020 is almost up. 2020 has definitely been a year of exposure, has it not been? And not necessarily public exposure, but I can definitely personally speak for myself. It has been a year of personal exposure. I could tell you in so many times I have been having countless revelations about myself. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like there's like 5 of us in here. No, but about myself. And it's been interesting revelations. You know, the irony of life is that, okay, it's hard to hear the truth, right? Let alone is it hard to figure out the truth about yourself from yourself. So I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go. But it's all good because, you know, it helps me with development, self-development, whether I like it or not. These are things about myself I have to face. December 21st is upon us, and definitely starting afresh and anew would be the determination for me, and I thank the universe for that revelation. So let's get right into it. Hope that your week has been well, that you and your family are doing well. Folks, remember to guard your energy as well. This year, there's so many distractions. There's been so many distractions. And sometimes it's easy to get really sucked into the distractions all around us. So just guard your energy. It is a very, very fragile moment. And the most important thing you could do for yourself is to guard your energy. All right. So, Kay, I have a submission here. Kay writes in. Thank you, Kay, for writing in. Kay writes in and says, I had a dream that I was pregnant. I was standing in the mirror looking at my belly, which was big, smiling. Here is the kicker. I am in med school, single and not looking to having any children right now. What do you think this means? All right. So, folks, you always hear me repeat myself, and I like to do that because just in case we have listeners that are listening into this podcast for the very first time and not necessarily have been listening to me since the very first podcast. So I like to always reiterate the fact that we're diving into the spiritual dream world. We're diving into decode the message from the spiritual dream world, understanding that life as it exists for us here in our waking state is spiritual. Whether you believe in a higher self, your higher self, the universe, God, the God of your choosing, we all coexist in a spiritual dimension. And having that said, as living life as spiritual beings, we will look into the interpretation in the spiritual dream world and be reminded there's a beautiful dream. Be reminded that everything that happens to us in our waking life has happened to us in our spiritual dream world. Well, what do you mean? I never experienced it. Well, simply put, majority part of it is to decode that, right? In our spiritual dream world, we're getting instructions, we're getting messages, we're getting warnings, we're getting affirmations, okay? And our goal in our waking life is then to decode so that we continue to be either on the path and or discontinue or heed the path's warning. All right, so let's get into this dream as we dive deep into the spiritual dream world. Once again, be reminded everything that happens in the spiritual dream world does not necessarily mean is so in the waking. It doesn't mimic each other in the waking realm. I like to just always reiterate that, right? Kate is not going to wake up tomorrow and be pregnant as a single woman with by herself, right? That's not how that's going to go. Everybody say it right. Excellent. All right. So let's get into this. Let's dive deep and let's do the decoding of Kate's dream. So typically when you dream that you're pregnant, you're carrying pregnant, you can decode your spiritual messages with metaphors and or analogies from the waking realm, because that's what we know, right? Like here in my waking state, if I see a pregnant woman, she's carrying something special. That's what I know. All right, so let's go on forward. So let's see here. First of all, we're going to decode the meaning of pregnancy. Pregnancy is typically related to carrying something special. Whether it is a special project, whether it is a special endeavor, whether it is something that you've been working on for a long time that's about to manifest itself, it is that something that's special. Yes, she did state that she is in med school. It could be med school, folks, but also take heed. She could be in med school and writing the next New York Times bestseller novel. So only one who is in that predicament can then dissect further and understand what it is that pregnancy that you are carrying. That's why I always say these dreams are very personal. All right, and so let's go. And so we've done pregnancy here. And also I'd like to heed another caution. The dreams of pregnancy, carrying a special dream, endeavor, goal, project, are very fragile. This is the spiritual realm's mechanism of reassuring we're on track. We're on track. But also, I want to add this caution because we experience these dreams. Be also in tune and aware, okay? Only because you dream that you're carrying this project, be aware. This is in the spiritual realm, spiritual dream realm. Be aware and be sensitive that some, not everyone, that sometimes in some people, it's not purpose. It's not done on purpose, but sometimes it's just either lack of thorough understanding and or if people are like me in the self-realizations of some self-sabotaging traits that one may have, that this pregnancy is so fragile that the spiritual dream realm is assuring you that yes, this is where we are, right? Take a hold of that and let's keep going. But some, like I've said, can have the ability to also abort the pregnancy in the spiritual dream realm. We're talking about the dream interpretation here. And what do I mean by that? I could give myself as an example. Years ago, when I dreamt that I was pregnant, knowing that I wasn't pregnant, I was working on a big project that was going to be, the production was going to be about 6 months from that. That reaffirming dream came to me, but then it was my choice from that moment on to carry through with that assurance. So I could have stopped working on the project and it would never have gone anywhere, right? Or I kept on the path with the great assurance of that was wonderful to see in the spiritual dream realm. Let's keep it moving and let's go. So you are the person within that dream that has the ability to stop that dream in its course if it makes sense. I guess what I'm trying to say is get these assurances, hold steadfast to them, and be cautious of your surroundings and be in tune with the dream. Okay? Because you can have people say, well, I had a dream that, I was pregnant and writing is, I don't know. So I had a dream that I was pregnant and I was working on a book, but nothing ever happened. Well, did you finish your book? Did you submit your book? Did you go further with it, right? Because the pregnancy is just showing that you're carrying something special. It's assuring that for you. All right, so let's get back here to decoding this dream. So the pregnancy definitely is carrying something special. Now, the mirror, she was looking in the mirror. Some say, when you look in the mirror, some say that when you look yourself in the mirror eye to eye, you're looking dead in your soul. Some say. I'm just saying. But anywho, I digress. So she's looking in the mirror. And she sees a reflection of herself, of course. She's seen her belly. And mirrors are the reflection of self. What are your self goals, ambitions, dreams within the physical waking realm? What do you aspire to be? Okay. And then she was smiling. Smiling typically related to being happy, joyous, proud moment. Right? So Kate, looks like with the endeavors that you have in life, whether it be goals, ambitions, dreams, yourself is reassuring you that you're at the brinks of giving birth to something special that you have been working hard for, that's something that will make you proud. But understand, like I said in the middle of the conversation here, right? The brinks of giving birth to something special because you're pregnant. It's going to have to come out. Be very cautious of the energies around you so that you can give birth to this ambition, this goal, this project without anything hindering that process. But as it comes to your endeavors, this was an affirmation from your spiritual dream realm to assure you that we're on course. Remember, guys, we're the only people in life, as in our waking life, that have the ability. We have the free will. Because we have free will, we have the ability to take these instructions and heed to them. These instructions and messages do not come with a leash or handcuffs or anything to draw you back or hold you down. All right. All right, folks. Well, that was a fun one. Definitely, let's keep in touch. AskMemory2019@gmail.com. Remember, guard your energy. All energies around you. And be careful of the spaces that you move around and that's around you. Love you guys so much. And thank you so much for tuning in. And you all have a great day.
For God speaks in one way and or in two. though man does not perceive it. He speaks in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on men while they slumber on their beds. Happy dreaming.